Gcse Mandarin. Exam body, Edexcel specification. Duration, 3 years. Units, 4. The GCSE course is divided into 4 units based on the 4 language skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing. All 4 skills will be assessed and are weighted as follows: 20% for listening, 20% for reading, 30% for speaking, and 30% for writing. Controlled assessment. You will submit 4 pieces of controlled assessment, 2 written controlled assessments and 2 oral controlled assessments. The speaking unit takes the form of 2 controlled assessment tasks. These are essentially pieces of coursework that are carried out in controlled conditions. This unit is assessed on outcome and therefore is untiered. In this unit you will be assessed on 2 dialogues on 2 different topics. For each dialogue you will be given the task beforehand and will be given time at home and in class to prepare and practice. You will then carry out the dialogue in controlled conditions with your teacher. Each dialogue lasts just 4 to 6 minutes. The writing unit also takes the form of 2 controlled assessment tasks. Again, these are pieces of coursework that are carried out in controlled conditions and they are also untiered. In this unit you will be assessed on 2 pieces of writing on 2 different topics. As with the speaking, you will be given the task beforehand and will be given time at home and in class to prepare and practice. You will then produce your pieces of writing in controlled conditions. You will have 1 hour to complete each piece of written controlled assessment. These assessments will primarily take place in Year 11, when you will have had the chance to really develop and consolidate your language skills. However, one of the speaking assessments will take place in Year 10. All speaking and writing assessments take place following a unit of study. So for example, after having studied the topic of healthy living in the second half of the spring term in Year 11, you will carry out one of your controlled writing assessments on this topic. Examinations. You will sit 1 reading exam and 1 listening exam. You will be entered for the tier which is most suitable for you, either foundation or higher. The foundation listening exam lasts 40 minutes. The higher listening exam lasts 45 minutes. The foundation reading exam lasts 45 minutes. The higher reading exam lasts 50 minutes. You will have the opportunity to develop language based around the following topics: media and culture, sport and leisure, travel and tourism, business, work and employment. Students can be entered for either higher or foundation tier papers for the reading and listening exams. The higher papers allow students to gain grades A* to C. The foundation paper allows students to gain grades C to G. The 4 controlled assessments are assessed on outcome and therefore untiered. Students are able to mix and match tiers between the 4 skills, allowing them to achieve the best possible grade. Some students will be able to study GCSE Chinese Mandarin. For this option, you should consider that you will have to take the GCSE exam after just 3 years. Due to the limited timescale, along with the complexities of the language, this course will be fast-paced and highly demanding. It will require a great deal of commitment, effort and linguistic ability. Therefore, only students who have shown strong linguistic ability during Years 7 and 8 and who have reached a certain standard in French will be able to opt for the GCSE Chinese Mandarin course. The MFL department have carefully looked at student achievement in French during Years 7 to 8 to identify students who will be able to cope with the challenge of completing a GCSE Chinese Mandarin course in 3 years. A list has been produced to indicate the language options available to each student. Please refer to this when making your option choices. There are lots of reasons for learning a language. Here are just a few of them. Only about 6% of the world's population speaks English. Therefore, if you want to be able to communicate with others around the world in either business or leisure, then knowing another language will help you do that. The best way to understand another culture and its people is by learning their language. Languages are great for holidays and travel. You will develop excellent communication skills. Knowing a language makes you more employable. To put this in context, 94% of London employers consider that the ability to speak a language is essential for the economy. It improves your chances of entry into a university of your choice, where languages increasingly are viewed as an essential skill. It helps you develop essential learning and life skills such as the ability to work with others, literacy, creativity, thinking skills, problem solving, the ability to deal with unfamiliar cultural ideas and new situations. If you would like to ask any questions about the course, please see your French teacher.